Are you an H-1B visa holder? Do you have an I-140 petition approved or have an extension under AC-21 provisions? Are you on H-4 visa? If yes, we've got amazing news for you. As of May 26, 2015, you or your spouse on H-4 visa might be eligible for a work permit, aka EAD. And to apply, you need a lawyer who knows about H-4 visa issues. Lawyer Shah Parali has been at the forefront of this fight for H-4 rights and has actually helped make this dream a reality. Now, his firm is ready to help you or your spouse get their EADs. Call 510-742-5887 or visit www.splgpc.com to apply for your EAD. This is an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Parali for the Shah Parali Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Parali Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello everybody. Assalamu alaikum, Sastikal to all the listeners and Maskar, and I wanted to say this is Attorney Shah Parali. Today we are live. It's February 16, 2017, and we're going to discuss, of course, about immigration. And today I have the honor of having Nate with me on the board. Thank you, Nate, for being here and always being here. So I know Nate probably since I started the program. Now we are going on our 7th year, and it's going strong. And as you know, immigration is a major issue right now, not only for immigrants but for the entire United States and the world. And we're going to discuss as much as possible and try to guide you as much as possible. But anything I'm telling you today is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. The number to our office is 510-742-5887, 510-742-5887, and our website attorneyonair.com, attorneyonair.com. And also, if you want to do a personal consultation, feel free to call 510-742-5887. In a few minutes, we'll be opening the lines, and the number to the studio, if you have any questions regarding immigration, is 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. Where do we start? That's the question of the day. A lot of things happening, including roundups, including the ban on so-called ban, which kind of now is blocked by the Ninth Circuit, and also all those picks for the secretaries. Like, for example, we had Flint moving apart. Now we have new people coming in, and also they just got Alexander Acosta picked as secretary for labor. Which is something now we need to be also, which is related to immigration, because the Labor Department is what gives you the labor certification. So things are going to get a little bit frustrating and interesting, and at the same time difficult. And we might have some surprises coming up. But in the meantime, we are of course advising people who don't have to travel. If you have a student visa, for example, or you have an H-1B visa, unless it's necessary to travel, we are not recommending people traveling. But having said that, business goes on and life continues. We cannot just stop everything because people are scared. But let me take some callers, Nate, and then we will continue with the show. This is Shah Parali. You are live on air.
Hey, Shah. Thanks for taking my call. So,
you're welcome.
I have two questions. So I'm working at a major retailer, and we had our immigration officers. They visited us last week, and they said this I-140 approvals that has passed beyond 180 days. now employers cannot cancel those I-140. So is that an official rule that has been passed? And other thing, what they're telling are that labor filing, if you switch an employer, has been expedited, and it takes only 3 months now instead of 6 or 8 months that was the time that was they were taking earlier. That's one. And second thing is, if I switch an employer right now for my wife's H4 EAD, do I have to reapply all the procedures again, or it remains active for the new employer as well? I'll take my answer.
Well, there's a lot of questions there, but they're very good questions. Number one, yes, the rule is there since January 17 that an employer, after 180 days, the employer cannot revoke the I-140. But remember, this rule was passed under an executive order, so there might be a chance of reversal or repealing of this rule. So be ready for that. Number two, as for the expedited getting 3 months, I have not seen it yet, but might be. So I don't have an answer yet. Most of the cases are taking 5 months to 8 months. And now for the H4 EAD, yes, it's true that you can continue on the EAD, but make sure you do a transfer of the H4. I'll tell you what is the problem right now. Let's say, for example, you do an H1B transfer and you don't extend the H4 for your wife, and while the transfer is going on, employer A, where you're moving from, has revoked the H1B. What will happen? It will cut off the H4, and if the H4 is cut off, the EAD is cut off. So make sure that even lawyers tell people or companies say, oh, you don't have to do it. Make sure you do it, because although they don't have to revoke the H1B when you do a transfer, the original company, they do it, and if they do it and you don't have the H1B approved by that time, especially if you're not doing premium, you might have problems. So to answer your questions, the EAD will continue as long as you make sure that you maintain the H4. So that's the answer. Let me take another caller. We have so many callers right now, Nate. This is Sharp. You're live on air.
Hi. Hi, my name is Vivek. My priority date for my labor is Jan 11, and I'm planning to move to a new company. Based on the current timelines, and my H1 extension is expiring on Jan 2018. So do you think it's enough time to transfer and start the whole process with the new company, or I should wait?
Okay, you say you have an I-140 already approved with this company, right?
With the current company I'm working with, it's approved. It was applied on Jan 11.
Okay, so
a couple of years.
It was applied, or it's already approved?
It's approved. 140 is approved a couple of years back.
Okay, so as long as you have the I-140 in your hand, when you transfer, you're not going to get only that time on the H1B. You will get probably another 3 years, depending on the contract. So it doesn't matter how much is left on the previous company. When you do a transfer, you get an extension usually attached to that. So it's not the time that you own at company A that will be transferred. It's a new time that they will give you based on the I-140. So if you get your full 3 years, then the other company can have ample time to do your labor and a new I-140 for you. Okay?
Got it.
Okay,
and how much
good luck
time?
To you.
How much time nowadays is taking for the labor to get approved?
Well, based on the previous one, I know it's 5 to 8 months, but someone just mentioned 3 months. I don't know about the 3 months, but it's like 5 to 8 months. But you have to also add the 3 months of processing, etc., running the ads and everything. Okay, so good luck to you. Let me take another caller. You're welcome. Let me take another caller, Nate. This is Sharp. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah. My name's Ernie, and I'm a Canadian resident, and I'm going back to Canada to renew my TN visa come March 2017, and I have all my documentations, my Canadian passport, my California driver's license, my California nursing license, my visa screen, letter from my employer, Kaiser Hospital. Have you been hearing any problems with Canadian nurses coming back to U.S. to work?
Not nurses, but I've heard of a couple of Canadians that got blocked in Calgary, but I have not heard anything. But remember, of course, they have not repealed the NAFTA, so you're still good to go.
Okay.
I think you should be all right. Especially working for a good hospital, you should not have any problem.
Yeah, I'm going
But
through the
make sure you
Vancouver
have.
airport.
Okay, so I think you should be fine, but make sure you carry all your documentation, and make sure you also have, when you come, if there's someone available in the HR, if they have any question, they can call the company. Okay?
But you're not hearing any problems, are you, sir?
Not for nurses, I have not heard anything, but for few other cases, but they were not that strong cases anyway, but I've heard normal issues, but nothing special basically on TN. Okay?
Okay.
From my side, I have not heard it. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shah.
You're welcome, Eric. Thank you. Let me take another caller. This is Shapra. You're live in air.
Hi, Shah. I have a question on my H-1B extension. My current employer applied an H-1B extension based on my I-140 approval since I crossed my 6 years limit, and it is in process in regular basis. And I have an offer from other employer. So can I accept that offer and do H-1 transfer while my current H-1B is on extension processing?
Technically, yes, but have you already, is the previous H-1B I-94 already expired?
No.
Okay. As long as it's not expired, you can do a transfer, and that will include an extension. But if you already have passed the date of the I-94 and the extension is pending, which is holding you, then they will allow you to do what we call a new employment, but they might request you to do a consular processing. So my recommendation, if you're left some time on the original H-1B, do it on premium when you do the transfer. The extension will be included in there, and you won't have any problem because you still have a solid status you're moving from to another. But you can do it, yes, but make sure it's done before that H-1B is already expired. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
And do it premium, okay? Let me take another caller. This is Shapra. You're live on air.
Hi, good morning, Shafali.
Good morning.
Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir.
My name is Venugopal, calling from Milpitas. I have one question regarding the citizenship. My citizenship interview is scheduled for sometime in next month. But my project is over. I am looking for the new job. So will there be any issue if I do not have a job by that day of interview?
No.
I'm started looking for.
No. You got your green card to employment, right?
Through employer.
Okay. And after you got the green card, you continue working for that employer, right?
I work for that employer for after get the green card, I work for 4 years. And 1 year back, sometime in May, I resigned for that job, and I joined for a other company. Now,
it should be it's not a problem. Yeah, it's not a problem because
my job is over with that company, and I'm looking for a new job as a contractor.
Yeah, but
so
it doesn't matter. It should not be an issue as long as you pay your taxes and everything is under control.
Yes, everything is very clear and neat taxes in terms of taxes.
Yeah, you should not have any problem. It's not a requirement to have a job to file for citizenship. Okay, but of course, don't abuse welfare and all those stuff. But you should be fine. Okay,
no,
just go ahead.
I'm going to say straight away. I'm looking for the job. My job is over. I'm looking for the job.
Yeah,
that
should not be a reason for denial. So you should be fine. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to you. You're welcome, sir. Let me take another caller. This is Shaparali. You're live in air.
Hi. This is Kishore. I have a quick question.
Yes, Kishore.
One of my. Hello.
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Okay. I thought it's an echo. Okay, one of my friend, he had an H-1B 4 years ago, and a company filed for him, but he could not come to the U.S. And then after 4 years, he came back, but on a different visa, and he was thinking to use that H-1B, but he found out that that company is no longer existing, and for some kind of fraud or anything, I don't know what's the exact reason, but it's kind of closed. Can he still use that H-1B to report to the new company or some other company?
it's yes and no. Sometimes yes, because if he went for the stamping and they gave him a stamp, and he came back in and he didn't come just because for whatever reason he didn't come, they might allow him to transfer that H-1B while he's here, maybe on a B1 or B2. But if he has never gone for stamping, and there was some major issue with the company, and it's related to the H-1B, then no. The only way you can know is to try it. So find a new company and then try to transfer it. And if you need help, just give us a call. We'll see what we can do. But usually, if he didn't get the stamping, they will not give it to him. But if he got the stamping, he just didn't come, then they will probably refuse to do it. But sometimes they do, but sometimes they don't. So right now we'll go on the part that they don't. But if he needs help, just give me a call. We'll see what we can do on our side. Okay?
Sure. I'm pretty sure that he didn't have any stamp for sure on that H-1B.
Then it becomes a lot more difficult. It is possible, but it's very difficult. Okay?
Very difficult. Okay. All right. I'll reach out to you if I need help. Thank you.
No problem. 510-742-5887 or attorneyonair.com. Let me take another caller. This is Shapur Ali. You're live on air.
Mr. Shah. Our question, yes, when I'm doing my transfer, I have 140 approved, but I don't have a copy. I have just a receipt number. Does that help to transfer and move it to a new company?
You don't have an approval copy of the I-140 or the H-1B? What don't you have?
Approval copy of 140. I don't have it. I just have a number, receipt number.
But is it approved? Can you check online if it was approved?
Yeah, it is approved a couple of years back.
Okay. You will be able to transfer just pulling that receipt and printing from the USCIS website the approval. Another way to do it is to get a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, go on USCIS website and pull all the documents, and they might give you a copy of the I-140. And from that, you should get all your documents. It takes like 6 weeks or 7 weeks to get it. But depending on the lawyer, we are able to usually use that I-140 just based on the receipt number, but some lawyers will not want to do it. Then do the FOIA, get the document, and then proceed. Okay?
Got it. Okay. Thank you so much.
Good luck to you. You're welcome. Let me take another caller. This is Shabra. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah. I have a quick question related to my green card process. So my H-1B, including the recalculation dates, would end in June 2018, and my company is, probably gonna file for my labor. Right now I'm getting through all those market tests, and I'm done with the prevailing wage request. So. My question is, if they file it in April, looking at the present timelines, would I be able to get my I-140 done before June of next year?
Well, if they file it by April and it's pending, you have 1 year pending on your side. At least you will get an extension of 1 year. So you're still on the safe side if it is filed by April, since you have up to June to recapture. Make sure you recapture all your time, get till June 2018. So at least that one you have a backup on that. Even gets denied, you can always appeal and use that to get 1 year, etc. But hopefully, since it's taking around 5 to 6 months, you should hopefully get an approval on the labor by the end of this year, and file the I-140 under premium. And hopefully by January, February, you get your I-140 approved, then you should be safe. You're still on good timing right now because you have around 1.5 years in your hand. So that's what we recommend, at least 1.5 years before to get it filed. Not start the process, but get it filed. Okay?
Okay, and one small follow-up question. So about the recalculation, so let's say if I have until June right now if they once they recalculate, but in the meantime, if I travel for about 2 to 3 months, would I be able to capture this dates again after June?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Sharp Raleigh. You're live on air.
Hello, Shah. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, I'm currently on H-1B, and if I have to accept a new offer from a different company, should I make more than 130K for the H-1B transfer to happen?
Not really, because this rule that you're talking about has not been finalized. This has been proposed by Congress. We're still waiting on that. So far, unless I'm getting it wrong, I have not heard anything really on this matter of 130K finalized. But if the rule passes, yes, then you will have to, because any change will be going to the new rule. But at this point in time, we don't have a confirmation from Congress, the Senate and the House, that this law is passed. So we have to wait and see. Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shapra. You're live in air.
Hi, Mr. Shah. I have a question regarding my H4-based EAD as well as my H1. I'm currently working for a company which got acquired recently. So I found a new employer for my H1 transfer. In the meantime, because I'm anticipating a layoff, I've also applied for a H4. What would be the best way to revoke one of these two? Because I would want to have my H1, but I would like to revoke, get the H4 application back.
So you want to revoke, you want to withdraw the H4, that's what you mean, right?
Right.
Yeah, so you need to send a letter to the USCIS with at least a confirmation of delivery with the copy of the receipt of the H4 application and request that they withdraw the H4. But make sure you do it properly and coordinate with your attorney who's doing the transfer, because if you miss it in the middle, then you might fall out of status and you might not get your H1B transfer. So make sure everything is done properly, and then you proceed and withdrawing the H4. But it's not difficult. It's just a matter of sending a letter, and make sure you call them to confirm that they received the letter. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Sharp Raleigh. You're live in air.
Hello, Shah. Good morning. Thanks for taking my call.
Good morning. You're welcome, sir.
I have a question for my wife. She is a permanent resident in the U.S. Since July 25th, 2011. And she's actually traveled outside of U.S. a couple of times for a period of 1 or 3 days. So, it was within 6 months. So, wanted to know when is the actual eligibility date that she can apply for U.S. citizenship.
Okay. How did she get her green card?
It is through through my employer, basically.
To your employer. So you have to count 4 years and 9 months when she can apply. So if it is 2011, 4 years will be 2015, 2000 plus 9 months, 2016. I think she's already eligible, if I'm not mistaken. So if you count that...
She's already eligible, but I just wanted to know exactly when is the date, because her employer is asking for some proofs, actually, that which is not gone past 5 years and 6 months.
Okay. So this is the thing. You calculate the days she left. As long as she didn't leave for more than 6 months in one row, and she completed 33 months presence in the U.S., she is eligible in 4 years and 9 months for the citizenship. So from what you're telling me, she left only for a few days outside, so it doesn't affect her citizenship, so she should be eligible and she can file it right now. Okay?
Okay. So sorry to ask you another question. Do we subtract those days to compute the actual eligibility, or
no?
We don't subtract the number of days outside of the
You don't subtract. No, it doesn't work this way. It's a little bit more complicated, but in your case, I think you should be fine, because if she left for a few days only, or even few months, she's still okay. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Good luck to you. I don't know, Nate. Do we have more callers? Let me see if we have more callers. This is Shapra. You're live on air. Okay, I think we don't have more callers. We had a lot of callers back to back. Hello, this is Shapra.
Hello. Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mr. Shah, I have a question. It's for my wife's H1B. So so her Indian passport is expiring next month, and her visa extension is expiring in August. What we should do, because it's a due for renewal, visa is due for renewal. So should we go and get a passport on urgent this thing, or should we can still wait for I think it takes 4 or 5 weeks to get the new passports and then apply for visa extension? What do you recommend?
Okay, whichever way you can get the passport renewed quickly, I recommend doing that, because one of the things that they have been doing recently is they look at the expiry of the passport and they stop the extension to that date. So my recommendation, even you have to pay a little bit extra, make sure you get it before you apply. But if you have time to apply for the extension, it's fine. But if not, then make sure you get the Indian passport quickly. Then you move forward with the extension. Okay.
So, Mr. Shah, this so visa is expiring on August 5th. So, do you think it's enough time for us to wait, or we should apply immediately?
I think you should apply as soon as possible, but you can always do it through premium if you want. But it's not necessary to do it immediately. But since you are eligible 6 months in advance to apply for it, I recommend you apply for it as soon as possible. And as such, you should also go ahead get the passport done. If it takes only 5 weeks, you can always wait on the passport. But if it takes longer, then it's better pay the expedited fee. Okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck to you. Let me take another call and this is Shapra. You're live in air.
Hi, Shah. My name is Shankar, Shah.
Hi. Hi, Shankar. How are you?
I'm good, Shah. How about you?
I'm doing well. What can I do for you?
Okay, I have a question related to India passport renewal for my son. Okay. His passport is getting expiring on this March. Next year March. Okay. But his I-94 is valid till next year. But the visa is getting expired this March. Okay. So I have two questions. I-94 or do I need to have a valid visa for him?
You don't need to have a valid visa to get an extension of I-94 if you're inside the United States. But if you're leaving outside and you want to come back, you need a stamp on the passport. So the I-94 extension here is good enough. But this is a problem, like I was mentioning to the previous caller. If your passport ends at a certain date, they tend to give you only the extension to that date of the passport. So it's always good to renew the passport before doing the extension, because that will be helpful. They will give you a longer time. Okay?
Okay. The problem here is, our passport, I-94, we have I-94 valid till 2019. Okay? But his passport with I-94 is valid till only next year, because his passport is expiring next year. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what you should do. Get the passport renewed and file an extension for his I-94 inside the U.S. As long as you do it before it expires, you should be getting it. But you cannot file the extension right now. Usually you can file only 6 months before it expires. So get the new passport, and then 6 months before it expires, you file for the extension of the I-94. You don't need the stamp. Okay?
Okay, Shah. And another last question I have is, the I-94 is tied to the passport, right? If I renew the passport, do I need to do anything, or I can just...
No. It's not tied to the passport. It's tied to him. But if it is a stamp on the passport, you can just put the two passports together. But right now, the I-94, if it was given at the port, it's online, so you can easily print it. So, no, you don't have to do anything. Just get the new passport, and you can file for the extension 6 months before this I-94 expires. Okay?
Okay, fine. Okay. Thanks, sir.
Okay. Good luck to you. Let me take another call on it. This is Shapra. You're live in here.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Yeah. Thanks for taking my call. So I have one question.
You're welcome.
My 140 got approved. So can I change my employer, or do I need to stick with my employer for 180 days? Because not 180. One of my friends said we have to keep in 180 days.
Okay, you got cut off a little bit, but it's good to stick to 180 days because the new rule says if 180 days has passed, the company cannot revoke your I-140. But before that, they can still revoke it. So the reason, if you pass above 6 years on your H-1B, then it's good to have an I-140 which is solid that can help you to transfer or do extension. If you're not worried about the I-140, then you can go ahead move now, but they can still revoke it because it's less than 180 days. So to be on the safe side, it's always good to wait the 180 days, okay?
Okay. And another question is, if the employer is acquired by another company, then what is the use case? So that case, I don't want, no need to worry, right?
Okay.
I'm not changing employer, but my company is acquired by another company. In that case, how the...
Yeah, well, that's a good question because that's called a merger and an acquisition. It all depends how the acquisition has been done, how the acquisition was done. Basically, was it a full successor interest or was it just a partial acquisition? Like full successor interest usually is they're absorbing the entire company as is. And then in this case, they just have to do an amendment on the I-140. And they don't really have to do anything else. But if it is like they're breaking the company and take it into parts, then they have to redo the labor certification, etc. So it all depends what was the deal in the acquisition. So it's hard to tell until we know exactly what is in their books. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Good luck to you. Let me take another call on it. This is Shaprai. You'll have an air.
Hi, Shah. Thanks for taking call. I have a quick question.
You're welcome. Yes, go ahead.
So my wife is on H4 and she's traveling to India, and her stamping expired last year, but within the 12 months, it expired on April 30, 2016, but her extension is valid till 2019. But she's traveling on the May 1st week, which is like about 1 week overlap. Will she be eligible for Dropbox? I see the Dropbox interview facility is only if the visa is expired within the 12 months. So is that okay, overlap of like 1 week more, or is it like fixed deadline?
She might be, but right now what I heard, many people are telling me that Dropbox is not available anymore. So I have to double check on that because I have not checked recently. Some people are telling me there's no more Dropbox. It's everybody's going for regular interviews now. So you might want to check on that. Otherwise, yes, she will be eligible probably if there's no change on your side for your H-1B. She's on H-4, right?
Yeah, she's on H-4, and her, this like if she travels in May 1st week, which will be little about 12 months, because I recently had some of my friends on H-1 had a Dropbox facility recently, just in January. So I'm just thinking.
Yeah, but I think since a couple of weeks ago, they stopped the Dropbox. You might want to double check on that. Okay.
Okay. And
okay.
Follow-up question is,
yeah.
Do you have any problem in re-entering? I mean, assuming there is no issue.
Usually no for H4, but right now there's no guarantee for anybody of re-entering. That's why in the beginning when I was talking, I was saying for those who don't have to travel, avoid traveling. Until we have a better picture how things are being done, we are not recommending anybody to travel just for pleasure. Unless it's necessary, you have to go for some stamping, or you have to go because you have to renew the visa, etc. Don't travel. But for H4, I heard a couple of H4 getting denied, but most of them are coming in without any problem. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. So let me take another caller, Nate. This is Shaprai. You're live on air.
Hi, Mr. Shah. How are you?
Hi. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Yeah, I just wanted to get your feel on when the dates will move for EB to India. Right now it's 2008 or so, right? Mine is like late 2010, so I'm wondering if there is any chance of movement or at this point it's going to be really, really slow. Second question
I think
is,
it will...
do you know if H4 EAD will be cancelled or any actions taken?
Those are two good questions. Number one, I think I was just answering that this morning to a client. I think the trend will continue probably the same around sometimes 2 month or 3 month movement every 1 month. But around October we might see a if it continues the same trend, of course, we might see a jump around October. But after that is it might also go back to a retrogression. So my estimate for you is probably around 1.5 year to 2 years. So you just need to kind of hang in there. And as for the H4 EAD, that's another $1 million question because I'm getting a lot of calls even from newspapers asking me about this. I am hoping it doesn't get canceled because I work too hard to fight for this, but at the same time, it's kind of sad. But it seems Trump he has an inclination not to cancel it, from what I heard. But I'm not sure on that. These are just rumors. But if he wants to cancel it, he might have to go through the same process like we did to get it. So that might take a couple of years, hopefully. And he might not. So at least we are hoping around the couple of years coming, H4EAD will still be there. So hang in there until we get news. In the next 60 days coming, we'll know a lot of things. But I think he's so busy dealing with his own problems there that he's not really revoking. Even arresting people, a lot of people are scared, but he's arresting less people than Obama did. So it's kind of counterintuitive at this point. Okay? So let's hope. Yeah, go ahead.
From earlier calls, one of my neighbors just went for H1B Dropbox about 10 days or 1 week ago, and then he's back in the country. So
he got it. So it's still
Yeah, he
working.
got it 10 days back, and he went 10 days back, and he was a short trip, 10 days back, and then came back also. So no issues.
Okay, so he still the Dropbox still there because I got some news. Some people were saying the Dropbox is gone, but right now there's so many fake news going around, and I was going to talk about that. And some people are everywhere. Some people are getting news that some countries you don't need a visa anymore to come to the U.S. And these are getting published on major newspapers, but that's not true. Okay, by the way, a lot of people from the Middle East are jumping and calling and say, hey, Trump is not doing bad because he's giving free visa, but this is not true in the first place. So not about Trump, but about this. But there's a lot of fake news going around. So filtering this is becoming also a complication for myself. But because I had a couple of callers last week mentioning that Dropbox is gone, I didn't look into it personally because this is more an easy thing. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's there. It's not there. But you're telling me your friend got it. So for the previous caller, I think your wife should be eligible for Dropbox. Okay? Good luck to you, and thank you for the information. I appreciate that.
For the community to act on what is not a fact and dispel all the fake news and also educate us. Thank you very much for that.
Oh, thank you so much for your kind words. And as long as you guys keep listening to me, I'll be doing the show. Thank you. So I'll take another caller now. Nate, this is Shapra. You're live in here.
Hi, Shah. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome.
I'm on F1 visa and working for a company. I'm on OPT STEM extension, and it's valid for 1.5 year more. My company is doing H1B for me, and I want to know what is this change of status because I have some plans to travel to India in June. So doing the H1B in regular, not in consular process, in regular process, and then I heard something like change of status if I have to travel to India. So what is that? Can you just throw some light on it?
Yeah, okay. If you're on OPT, that means you're on a status of F1. If you file an H1B on October 1st, your status automatically changes. However, if your OPT is expiring and you fall into what we call a cap gap, then when you travel, that cap gap breaks, you don't automatically change status. But if you're leaving from an F1, which is OPT F1, and you're coming back and the case gets approved and you come back before October 1st, you will automatically shift technically to H1B on October 1st. However, we don't recommend traveling right now, just to let you know. And it doesn't what you're talking about here is a problem for people who have cap gap. Cap gap are those who have an expired OPT but still can continue working until October 1st and change status. If they travel in between, they lose that. So
that's a different story. But you will probably be beneficiary of a change of status because you have another 1.5 year on your OPT. Okay? Okay.
So I mean, I can come back to US though I travel without any problem, right? Because I have 1.5 year. I'm not in
Okay,
Canada.
I cannot tell you without any problem because there's always problem right now on F1. But having said that, the problem that you're worried about is not a problem. The biggest problem might be the F1 itself, so be careful on that. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So let me take one more caller, Nate. This is Shapra. You're live on air.
Hi, Mr. Shah. This is Srihari Tomala. I have a question about the green card EAD and keeping the H1 also live. I went to India in sometime in August and came back with the EAD. I mean the advanced payroll.
Yes.
But we are trying to switch back to H1. What is the process and how soon should we do?
Well, if you want to switch back to H1, if you still have your H1, you can just leave the country and come back. The only way to reset it is to do it from outside. So basically, if your H1 is gone, you didn't use it, then you need to reapply for an extension, and then once it's approved, leave the country and then come back. Because since you're on EAD, when you're on EAD, you're not really on EAD. You're on a pending adjustment of status, which is a period of stay authorized by the Attorney General, which is not a status. So you cannot shift to the status again. The only way you can do that is if your H-1B is still good, the company is still working with you, and they have not canceled it, you can just leave the country and come back on H-1. But honestly, it's not necessary to move on H-1B when it's not necessary. So it's up to you, but if you want to do it, you'll have to leave and come back in order to get back on H1.
Got it. And another question. So is there any advantage of keeping the H1 live being in this situation?
Yes and no. It all depends on your situation. Sometimes it's good to keep it alive, especially if your dependents don't have the EAD and don't have pending adjustment of status. Otherwise, honestly, no. It's not really helpful. Most of the time it's done as a backup, but it's not necessary. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Mr.
Good luck to you. So I don't think I can take more callers now. I apologize for everybody. I know we've been back to back because I have to cover some topics, and then after that Amit will be joining in. As you know, we handle all immigration cases. If you need help, give us a call, 510-742-5887. The website to check is attorneyonair.com. We also have a department where we help people with their debts. A lot of people right now are under a situation where they're panicking because either the job market is doing bad, or because of all the issues, political issues, their H-1B is not getting renewed, or even they don't want to stay in the country right now. They're getting better offers outside, or they want to basically leave, but they have debts on their head. For example, credit card debts, second mortgages on their houses, and they're worried they cannot pay this while they will be outside, or they cannot pay and they're having some hardship. We might be able to settle those debts, get you out of those debts for a fraction of its value. For example, if you owe $10,000 on a credit card, we might be able to reduce it less than half what it's worth, and you pay that, and you still get a complete kind of release on the amount. And we can do that for second mortgages, especially if your house is underwater. Give us a call at 510-742-5887, and you should check the website yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, and we can give you more details on that. We also can help you people who have judgment against them. Many times you will get sued and they got a judgment against you and you owe money. That's not the end. We can still negotiate and reduce this amount for you. Or if you're doing a litigation, although we don't handle the litigation part, we can still negotiate for you through a debt settlement. All that we do in the debt settlement is negotiate for you, and we take those cases on what we call contingency. So when we win, then we charge. I'm talking here only about debt settlement, not immigration. That's different. So for those who need help, please give us a call 510-742-5887. And before I finish, I just wanted to recap a lot of things are happening on immigration. I'm trying my best to update people. You can check our website, but there's so much information that I don't want to release them before I get confirmation, because one day something is happening, the next day is being reversed, etc. But the best is to check our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Sharparali, Sharparali Law, which is basically subscribe to the channel, and we will try our best to update you, and our website attorneyandair.com. And again, anything I told you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. We'll be back again on next Thursday. And right now, I think I'm going to pass it to Amit. Amit, are you there?
Hi, Shah. How are you?
I'm doing well, Amit. So I'll let you continue. I'm pretty sure a lot of people waiting on Punjabi to understand about real estate and debt settlement. So I'll let you go ahead. And
Great.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you for being with us today. We'll be back next Thursday. Bye.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Shah, and Sat Shri Akal Namaste to all the listeners, and hope you guys are having a great Thursday morning. I know rain is still there. Hopefully, we will get a relief from it pretty soon, but definitely water is good for us, And the real estate market actually is also, doing better right now. This time, actually, a lot of people are focusing more on their tax returns and everything right now to file the taxes, get their returns, and focus more on buying the house in this market. But if you are actually, in that state, definitely you can call me. Our office is located in Fremont, and we specialize in buying, selling, investment, and if you are looking for anything commercial, and plus we can get you pre-approved from our loan department in the office, and plus we also do the property management as well. तो अगर आप कोई भी मकान वगैरह खरीदने के बारे में सोच रहे हो उसके लिए मुझे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. मेरा नंबर है 510-299-9361. अगर आप अभी ड्राइविंग कर रहे हैं और यू वांट टू कांटेक्ट मी, यू कैन रिमेंबर माय वेबसाइट व्हिच इज gambhiramit.com. It's my last name, first name.com. So आप मेरी जितनी भी listings हैं आप you can look into that on my website. So definitely give me a call and we can help you out in making your dream come true of your owning a house in this market. अभी भी actually जो सी market है, it is going great because the interest rates are still low. They have not been raised up, which I think it's going to be happening in summertime. When the things are going to be changing, and plus we are expecting a lot more inventory be coming out from the banks pretty soon as well. They are working to release them, which are called the REOs, the bank-owned properties we have been waiting for. They have millions of inventory out there, so it has to come out anytime soon. So which we are expecting it to probably be hitting the market probably in summertime, because definitely the seller market is right now, because अभी भी काफी जो सी inventory है, it's very low in certain areas. अगर आप seller हैं, definitely you can give us a call and evaluate your house कि आपकी market value क्या है मकान की. अगर आपके पास multiple properties हैं, आपको tax pay नहीं करना, capital gain का कोई क्वेश्चन है, जिसके हिसाब से we can help you out in doing the 1031 exchange. क्योंकि 1031, last year, end of the year, we did about 7 to 8 transactions, last year, which was 1031 exchange. There are a lot of people doesn't want to pay their capital gains on the property and they wanted to save the money. लेकिन अगर आप couple हैं, you are married and you own the house and you stayed in the property for 2 years, within 5 years, आपको जो सा tax exempt है, it's about $500K on the property for a married couple. अगर आप single हैं, single का tax exempt है $250,000 if you have stayed in the property for 2 years. So make sure you remember these figures, because ये आपको बहुत help करेंगी अगर आपका decision make करने के लिए कि अगर आपको tax pay करना पड़ेगा या नहीं करना करेगा based on the profit you're going to be making. और दूसरी बात ये है कि what I'm looking at, the trend is going on is a lot of sellers are putting the property in the market, लेकिन problem आ रही है कि appraisal is coming very low right now. because obviously sellers market में seller is going to be a little bit aggressive on the pricing, लेकिन अगर जब appraisal ही नहीं आएगी, it's going to create the problem on the transaction, and then it's going to come back in the market again, and then you have to start from the scratch and figure out your numbers again and make things happen. So the main thing is, aggressiveness is good, लेकिन अगर आपको property बेचनी है in the right time and get the money on the in your hand in the right time, you need to calculate your numbers the right way. उसके लिए डेफिनेटली आप मुझे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. जैसे मैंने बोला है कि वी स्पेशलाइज इन ऑल द एरियाज ऑफ कैलिफोर्निया काउंटीज, एंड वी कैन डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू आउट विद योर डिटेल्स एंड एवरीथिंग ऑन दैट. और कई क्वेश्चंस होते हैं कि आपके पास टेनेंट्स होते हैं, टेनेंट्स को मूव करना है नहीं करना है. So those are the things we can help you out, because हमारा ऑफिस जो है we do the property management, so we can definitely take care of all those needs as well. अगर कोई eviction की भी बात आती है, हमारे पास eviction के attorneys भी हैं ऑफिस के अंदर, who can definitely take care of you on that needs too. So those are the main criteria we stuck with our clients to help you guys out, understand the market better. कोई भी objections आपके पास होते हैं, we can take care of you on that one to make sure आपका जो सा process है it's very easy, very smooth, कोई problem नहीं आनी चाहिए उसके अंदर. So understand the market. So call me if you have any questions regarding that. I can definitely look into all the scenarios and see, अगर आपको जैसे मैंने बोला कि multiple properties है, कई बार आपको एक property रखनी होती है, दूसरी बेचनी होती है, फिर उसके बाद खरीदनी होती है. So how to manage all those things in one transaction? Those are the confusion. How we can clear it for you after talking to you, calculating all the numbers, to see which one makes sense, projection rental की क्या information है जो सी हम आपको दे सकते हैं. So those are kind of things that will make your the thought process moving faster, plus making the right decision, like whether it is okay to sell the property or not. So if you have any questions like that and you are thinking about there is a confusion, should I go for it, should I not go for it, give me a call. We can discuss about it. We can talk over it and help you guys out making the right decision based on that. So number to contact me again is 510-299-9361. Now on top of that, the best thing हम करते हैं कि हम इतनी ज़्यादा commission charge नहीं करते to sell the property. Our thing is to save you money. So the total commission हम जो से charge करते हैं is 3% from both sides to do the full service with the open house, social media marketing, to make sure that the property is ready and with the right price, and we can go ahead and close the transaction within 30 to 45 days for you. So that's the main goal, is to make sure that once it hits the market, it is going to be sold right away for you guys. So agar aapko, you want to know more about the details, give me a call. Number is 510-299-9361. बाकी मैं ओपन हाउस कर रहा हूँ अपना इस वीकेंड में, which is on Saturday and Sunday, both days. दो properties हैं, which is side by side in the same location. So if you are willing to come and take a look at the houses, you're more than welcome to do that. It's going to be happening Saturday and Sunday, both days, from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. And the address is, the first property address is 2012 Holly Drive in Tracy, California. और दूसरी प्रॉपर्टी है 10 East 20th Street in Tracy, California. So again, it's a 2012 Holly Drive in Tracy, California. और दूसरी प्रॉपर्टी है 10 East 20th Street in Tracy, California. They both are priced very right. एक प्राइस है अपना $319,000 और दूसरी प्राइस है $439,000. फिर हमारे पास एक टाउन हाउस अवेलेबल है सेंटा क्लारा में, which is right off of Lawrence Expressway. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And the list price is $650,000. So if you are interested in that, give me a call. Number is 510-299-9361. और दूसरी बात, अगर आपके पास कोई भी दो लोन है प्रॉपर्टी के ऊपर, आपको प्रॉपर्टी भी नहीं बेचनी है, you want to save your property and you want to get out of debt, उसके लिए आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं शाहपुर अली की टीम को. They have done so many cases of these types to help people out of the debt and make sure that they pay only a fraction of the amount. जैसे अगर आपके पास 30,000 का debt है, they can get it done at $3,000 for you. So something like that as an example. और दूसरी बात, अगर आपके पास कोई भी credit card का लोन है, debt का लोन है, कुछ भी है, like judgment lien है या tax lien है that you want to get rid of, they can definitely help you out on that too as well. So the number to contact them is 510-742-5887. Or anything regarding the real estate, you can definitely contact me. जैसे मैंने बोला कि it's the right market for the seller, make the right move for yourself. So number to contact me is 510-299-9361. And for Sharp Raleigh is 510-742-5887. So have a great day, and I'll be back next week, and enjoy. Thank you.